Hello and welcome to Quadratic Inequalities number 1 with Mrs. Kirby. Right, this is the question. Solve x squared plus 5x plus 6 is greater than or equal to 0. So when you are solving a quadratic inequality, there are 4 stages which you go through every single time, and you should write down those 4 stages every single time you solve a quadratic inequality to make sure you have covered the 4 steps. And those 4 steps are, first of all, factorise. Secondly, identify critical values. I can't even spell critical values, and I'm going to abbreviate those to CV because I don't want to write down critical values each time. Sketch and solve. So let's start off with this. First of all, we are going to factorise. X squared plus 5x plus 6. We are looking for 2 numbers which add to give 5 and times to give 6. Those 2 numbers, we look at the factors of 6, which are 1 and 6 and 2 and 3. Everything is positive, so we're going to plump for 2 and 3. So this quadratic expression factorises to x plus 2 brackets x plus 3, and this is still greater than or equal to 0. Now we are looking for our critical values. Critical values are the value of x which makes the bracket 0. So in this case they're a bit like the roots or the solutions. Is x equals minus 2, because that would make that bracket 0, and x equals minus 3, because that would make that bracket 0. Then we come on to our sketch. Draw a set of axes, mark on your critical values, minus 2, minus 3. Sketch your quadratic curve. And then we have to think about what's happening with this function. We are looking for values of the function which are greater than or equal to 0. This is the y equals 0 line. It is the x-axis. So we are looking for the region where this is greater than the function, the line on the function is greater than 0. And it is happening in these 2 places. So it's probably quite useful to get a highlighter and highlight the function where it is greater than or equal to 0, and it's these 2 regions here. Then we think about the values of x that make that happen. The values of x which make that happen are going along this way and also going along this way. So we come on to the final section, which is solving. Here, the values of x going in this direction are less than or equal to minus 3. They make this function positive. And this bit here, these values correspond to x being greater than or equal to minus 2. And that is the solution of your quadratic inequality.